Yo, that slaps though. Tell me that don't slap though. Come on now, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in for Bitcoin and the monthly candle close. The monthly candle close. We're not doing a weekly candle every time though. That's once a week or my lungs will get fried. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house. Shout out to everybody here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream and kicking it with the cryptolifer. Thank you so much for jumping on in and attending to business. Let's take a look at the monthly candle close for Bitcoin like we do every single month, baby, without fail. We also have some tricks up our sleeve for tonight. We're going to break it down for you. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Thank you for coming on. Thank you so much. I am a weirdo. I'm the man's weirdest man. I could die tomorrow, so what you say will not really matter because I could pass away tomorrow. Let's take a look here at the monthly candle close for Bitcoin. It opened. I gotta get my glasses out for this. You guys mind if I get my glasses out for the monthly candle close? I think I have them somewhere. I'm getting tired tonight. Some women may find them attractive. You never know. Some men may find them attractive. You never know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So we're gonna look here. So much easier. So Bitcoin opened on the month at 23,300. The high was 25,200. 207. Right up there, baby. The low is 19,500, and it would close at 20,053.81 cents. It would go down $3,262.14. 13.99% loss on Bitcoin. That's a major beatdown. And look, Bitcoin has just been getting pounded by the month. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 banging red months out of the last 10. Bitcoin is taking an absolute beatdown. The fact that we've been pulling money out of the market shows that the altcoins don't care. We find relief rallies, we find moments, we find money no matter what. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We're going to bring the audio down a little bit there for you. Bang, bang, bang. I like a little louder, but not too much. You know what I mean? Who is this new guy with the glasses? Shout out to Prue Prue. Shout out to everybody here. Zelda32 in the house. Shout out to Zelda32 in the house, baby. Shout out to Zelda32. It's like Jesus. It will rise again. Drank it. Shout out to everybody here. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. So the monthly candle, huh? Nasty little guy. Nasty little guy. However, let's look at some of the good signs here out of the monthly candle close. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to pull a Fibonacci from the low here to the high there, which I don't think I've ever done. All right? Because I never used the 480 low. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? When I pull the fib, we're sitting where? At the 706, everybody. At my famous secret Fibonacci. If this ends up being the mean, honestly, if we end up bouncing from here as a bottom, and it ends up being, we end up reclaiming, we're right below the 706, but we end up reclaiming the 706, my gosh. I mean, this would be healthy. Bitcoin went to a retracement of almost 78%. You know what I'm saying? Now everyone wants to see the 8.8 down to 8,000, and that's possible, but is it guaranteed? I don't know. You know what I mean? So pulling a fib, you can see we're very close to my secret Fibonacci level, the 706 Fibonacci. That's interesting. I have not done that before. I also some other tricks up my sleeve that I have not shown anybody as well. Another thing, I have this line here at 19,673. Let's bring it up. Let's look at it really closely here. So far the monthly candle already a little green, but not too great. But look, see these two candles, they closed here? We could not break. Even though we got very bearish, we did not go below the monthly support. So far we do have monthly support right there. And that's the exact wickage, right? So our next monthly support area would be right here at 13,876. All right. Then you're talking this level here at 11,700. All right. So this is monthly style, right? We're going to the monthly candle close for Bitcoin. All right. Nothing crazy. Just the monthly candle. All right. Just the monthly candle. I got some other stuff I want to go over, of course, and we're going to see if we can see any fun gains in the market. We're going to look around. We're going to sniff around, see if we can see anything cracking. We're going to take a look at the futures market and see what's happening for the S&P ES1. All right. But that's Bitcoin's monthly close, everybody. It was a bearish close. It wasn't fun. It wasn't an engulfing candle, however. You could not put this one in that one. Thank gosh. And we did hold monthly support at 19,000. I mean, what do we call it? $19,945. Oh, that's tough because it's high. You know, it's not even low. I call it 19,900. So, you do not want a candle to close below this level. You know what I'm saying? That is the last resort for the monthly. So far, 3 months in a row have not closed below 19,900. So we've been able to keep it real for somehow, some way. So we gotta keep that level. 2 lives in one day. You are a beast. Thank you. I think we bought them. I know I'm in the minority, but that's what I see. Recession and rate hikes priced in. Looking for sideways action or a short squeeze. And there you heard it from Crypto Muser. You know what I'm saying? If he calls it, run over to his channel, dump everyone else. No, but I'm saying is, you know what I mean? That's my man Muser. Thanks for doing 2 shows in one day. Appreciate your hard work. Shout out to Walid Siam. I'm not in timeout. Foo. Shout out to Joshua Jaffovic. Jalawik. Shout out to Crypto Muser, man. I love you, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well with you and yours, man. Could the monthly close be the bottom of a developing flag? It could be. For sure, you know, like we could start looking like something like this. I mean, it has to be, right? We're going to take a look at oscillators, but look, would that really take you down to $5,000 Bitcoin? To me, that's highly unlikely. There is liquidity down here, though. You know, I'm open-minded. Anything is possible in my book. I know, we need another tea time. For sure we do. All the time, dude. I was just about to say, we need to get it in soon. Thank you for giving a show specifically for Argentinians. We can't afford the 99. No worries, man. Sam, you are my all-time fave. Best content for the traders. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. So let's go into the small sides of Bitcoin. And let me kind of break down some special sauce for you that may make you a little excited, may not. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how much you're into Bitcoin, you know? If you're like me, you're getting hot and heavy over this stuff. If not, then you're just like, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Trying something different here. Oh, I like this track. Everyone knows this beat. What is this beat, though? I was fast asleep. I was trading Bitcoin. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. trading Bitcoin. I woke up at 3 a.m. I was trading Bitcoin. I'm just messing with you. So check it out. I just want to show you something quick. Watch how fast we build the idea. All right. We're gonna do the chart naked. All right. Don't get excited. I know you got excited when I said that word. I know you did. You imagined me maybe possibly outside gardening. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what plant was I gardening though? Was it a flower? What type of flower? Maybe it was a lily. Maybe it was a hydrangea. Maybe it was, maybe it was a daphne, Or, maybe it was, what's your favorite flowers? Everybody, what's your favorite flowers out there? Let me know if you have a favorite flower. Can we find out? So you got a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. All right. Do we come down for the double bottom is the question. And test liquidity zone at 19,500 is the question. All right. I got a lot of work on other time frames, and I'm also going to show you something else. Would you look at this? All right. And you see that's a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangles have the 50-50 shot. Like, and if you look, you take this away completely, you can see it's a chubby triangle, baby. Chubby. Some girls like chubby triangles. Some people like chubby triangles. You know what I mean? They like them chubby. I don't know why. Chubby triangles aren't good. They're really scary to me because they hurt when they don't go the right way. You know what I mean? Is that right? Does that sound right? Because the reason is because they could break to the downside. No, what do you mean? I'm not trying to be... No, I'm just saying they could break to the downside. They could break to the downside. Squeeze me. Shout out to XTZ Arsenal. Shout out to the Tezos Arsenal in the game. Wow, the Tezos. They like their Tezos. Don't get in the way of that Tezos. 21,245. 18,984. And that's what we're looking at here out of the symmetrical. All right? Symmetrical triangle. Now the idea here is, look, the 4-hour is bending and it could loop us back to the upside here, getting some love. 4-hour RSI isn't high enough to be too scared. All right, I see this as an M pattern and I have heavy resistance right here. That's what we keep talking about. And like, I can go back to these patterns without having to draw it. So like, we double bottomed here though. Look, 1, 2 right here. We just double bottomed off 19,900. And I'm telling you, there was a lot of support there. Weekly support too, which is creepy. So I have 100 different ways of looking at this thing because it's interesting. We have an inverted head and shoulder here. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder, right? We do. So everyone wants to know, cryptolifer, are you bullish or bearish? You showed us a bunch of charts. You danced around like a dancing bear at a parade on top of a unicycle. We get it. You're excited. You love Bitcoin. You sound like a sports announcer. We understand. We don't care, though. We just want to know what you think about. We don't even care about your inverted head and shoulder. We don't care. We don't care, lifer. We don't care. All we want to know is, what do you think? Even though we don't want to know, we just want to know. You know, well, I showed you that inverted, but did I show you this one? Like how we switched the music up when we found the second inverted head and shoulder. Nah, I can't. So look, so here's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, right? It was too much. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder could break to the upside here. Definitely. Showing some signs of life, right? And so, hey, and here we are again with the 1 hour trying to point to the upside. 15-minute getting spent again and just not able to get above the zone. I say short the sucker. I already opened up a short at this point. It's like enough is enough, right? When Bitcoin started to collapse here, it's like time to open up a short. You can't get a candle to close above 21,300, right? But a big move is coming. And you look, I have this. Look, this also looks like a symmetrical triangle. See that? Couple ways to look at it. I still like this tight channel, you know? That's what you got cooking, in my humble opinion. Good looking. That's what's cooking, good looking, my mom used to say when I woke up. What's cooking, good looking, she used to say. Because I don't live with my mom. She's still with us, but I don't live with my mom anymore. I can't stand Joe Buck. Joe Buck, man. A lot of people aren't fans of Joe Buck. I love all human beings made by God. I like Puerto Rock a little more. No, I'm just... So look, here's a double bottom for Bitcoin. So I'm sending you mixed signals. Let's see. There's a double bottom for Bitcoin right there. Measured move would get you here and break you above the resistance. I'm telling you right now, you must make a candle close, to me, above 20,800 right here. 20,009 even. But to be selective, right here. 20,759, 20,800. This, we must close a candle up here above the zone. If we do not, expect more downside. 15-minute again, not getting above the zone and getting rejected. All right. So look how crazy this could be. And I'm going to blow your mind out. Could it be a head and shoulder pattern? And you'd be like, what? It's a double bottom until it gets rejected by this top trend line and starts to come on down. Then you got yourselves a head and shoulder that's likely to dump. I see a short most likely coming down to 19,000, 18,098. It's the most likely thing happening. Your 4 hour doesn't look good. You can play against that all you want. The 1 hour could flip on you, but for how long? You know what I mean? It could just as well just flip halfway and turn and dump on you at any given moment. So you're going to watch the 15-minute and see if the 15-minute, rolls over, which I believe it is. This is where I would open up a short, in my humble opinion. When the 50-minute gets high, despite that 1 hour, I would ride that 4 hour. You know what I mean? Maybe it even double bottoms here and we get a stop at 19,005. We get the triple bottom. The triple bottom. See, there's one. Oh, let me make it neat. There's one bottom. There's two bottoms. Can we triple bottom here as we fall out of the pattern to the downside? Most likely is what's going to happen. All right. Also, that's going to follow the bigger channel here that we're in. Up, down, up, coming back down to the bottom of the pattern at 18,998. All right. Today's day is a little bit weird for trading. Oh, one of the strangest days. S&P EMD futures oversold in the 1 hour, daily in the 4 hour, resetting. Can that sync up with Bitcoin? Bitcoin will just follow that. Even if they're not synced up really, you'll see Bitcoin follow that. Let's take a look at the ES1 and the mini futures. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I have not checked the watches or the likes, and I don't want to. I just want to do my thing tonight. I have no idea how many people are watching. I haven't looked, and I don't know. And honestly, I don't want to know. I just want to have fun and be free. I don't want to be controlled by the numbers. I don't want to be controlled by the likes. I don't know how many likes, and I don't know how many people are watching, and I'm not going to find out. I'll do it when I get off the stream. I so want to look right now, and do not tell me. Do not tell me in the comments. If you write in the comments, I'm going to be, I'm riding blind right now, and that is what it is. So look, when we drew this, why did we draw this? Well, we took this measured move. Sorry. We even called the S&P. How? Because look, we took this, and that's the algorithmic measured move if you fall out of the flag to the downside. And that's why I have this area circled. Why did I also have it circled? Let's go down here. Because it was previous resistance, okay, right here. And there was a node of volume sticking out right here that I was hoping could kind of hold this down. And look, if you take a look, it's the 0.65 and the 0.618. It's like the golden pocket. So you've got the S&P right now inside the golden pocket. All right. In this crazy falling wedge. All right. It broke out of the bigger falling wedge. So it was in this big falling wedge. It fell out to it broke up to the down up, it broke out, fell out, broke back in. We ended up calling these bottoms here and these moves up with double bottoms, inverted head and shoulders, cup and handles, and divergences. Now let's see what we have going on the 4-hour time frame. So you are getting oversold, but there's still room for downside right there. Doesn't mean you're out the gate yet. It really doesn't. You see? You're close, though. You're close to the bottom. You are in the golden pocket. Isn't that amazing? 1 hour is extremely bent to the downside. Daily's beat to the ground. It's like I have to get some type of reversal now. The good thing is you didn't break back inside the falling wedge, and you held this support zone. You are at 39.3. So can you get a bounce back to the upside? Look at this. On the daily time frame, if I take this low to this low and I swing it to the upside, okay, that's an uptrend. And if I swing this here, we have ourselves a downtrend. Study this. Take a picture of this, everybody. This is the sacred, the known, the beautiful hidden bullish divergence. That's hidden bullish on the S&P. On the daily, tells me that the high will continue, and you'll have a high higher than this high. Now, I'm going to blow your mind. Are you ready? Who wants their mind blown? I just had a cool creative idea that I haven't done in a while. Mind blown. Watch this. We're going to watch this. This is going to blow your mind. I don't know how many people are watching, but if you can get the likes up to more people, I don't want to check. I don't want to know how many people are watching, and I don't want to know the likes. I don't. I'm going free. I'm going free today. I just want to be free. I went on for the monthly close to be me, and I'm going to be me. You know how bad I want to look and find out how many people are watching? But I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. For now. I don't want to lock myself in, but for now, I'm not going to do it. So look, we look at E3S. Why are we going to look at E3S? I'm going to show you something. Not only am I thinking about possibly, and look, the 4-hour got pretty high without making any gains, which is interesting. I would be wanting gains there with that move to the upside, and we didn't get it. MACD trying to make a bit of a turn here. You do have momentum, but not as much as you would want. 1 hour also going somewhat sideways. It's interesting. So even the short is showing signs of sideways behavior. So look, I just want to show you this though. We had this swing up to this swing up on the 4-hour time frame. But when we looked at it here, this was swinging to the downside. You see that? And that was bullish, hidden bullish divergence. And it looks a lot like the E-mini futures right here, which has the curve up and the hidden bullish divergence. You see? You see the similarity between these two. They come with a hill. Hidden bullish divergence comes with this big rounded hill. And what it tells you is that you're going to make a high higher than the previous high. Now, after that, it doesn't matter. You may dump and pump. Who knows? But it's saying you may make a high higher than the previous high. So just like this, you may make a high higher than the previous high. And you may make a high higher than this high. So watch this, but it's about 90% accurate that the S&P is going to bounce up here. And if that happens, Bitcoin's going to bounce. And you're going to see Bitcoin make a move. And this doesn't matter really where Bitcoin stands. this will bend Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin will follow a huge pump for the S&P. So it's looking like tomorrow, the S&P may make a bit of a move and pump back to the upside. How high is the question, and what levels we need are big. I mean, number one, for starters, we must get back above 4,000, right? 4,000. We can't get above 4,000. We're going to be in for some pain. What? My man is on twice. Never have I been blessed with a double shift for the lifer. Normally, I listen to the live while driving at work, but tonight I got you on the big screen, baby. Shout out to Stanford Mind Co. LLC, man. I love you. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Much love to you and yours. That's respect. Join the 99 TA, new to TA, watching your educational videos. Shout out to Wheelman44. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. You are blessed, man. Thank you. Nobody bullied you, mate. Keep the positivity here. Funny. This morning, you were bullying me to hit that like. Yeah, I was, because that's the morning. I wake up in the morning ready to go, Vasquez. Ready to go. Ready to take the... I was like, I'm a bull in the morning, man. And I was bullying you to hit that like button. For sure I was. Heck yes, I was. That's the difference, man. It's been a long day. Thanks for all you do for your community. Keep up the good work and keep inspiring, because you are changing lives with your hard work and passion. Chris Gilbert, thank you for saying that. I greatly appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Loads of likes. That's not a bullish divergence. That's a bear. No, it's not. It's a hidden bullish divergence, my man. Hidden bullish. Okay. 4-hour time frame. Hold up. Let's look. Hold it. Yeah. See, look. See it? Or it's on the daily. That's a hidden bullish divergence, my friend. I'll show it to you if you want. Like, I'll teach you. If you want to get less, if you want to get learned, if you want to get learned, don't tell me that that ain't no bearish divergence. Bearish divergence, you have to draw on the top. All right. Bearish divergence, you have to draw on the top. All right. Trying to say there's some hidden bears, but the hidden bears, there is hidden bears here. Look, swing up to swing up, swing down. That was hidden bearish, but it already played out. It dumped to the downside. So if you saw hidden bearish, it's there, but it's over. It's over now. Hopefully, you know what I mean? So many charts I'm looking at showing a bullish September. Hey, I don't comment all the time, but watching you every day for about 1.5 years, I never miss a lifer stream. Shout out to Cali Crop Doc. See, there's people that never miss a stream, but they don't comment a lot. Well, shout out to you for being here. Hey, this is your stream. Let's dedicate this stream to Cali Crop Doc, who's been super awesome, always humble in the background, doesn't like the limelight. We love you. Everybody say, what up, Crop Doc? What up, Cali Crop Doc? We love you, man. Thank you for being here. I think I finally figured out this trading stuff, lifer. You got me there, bro. Much love to you. Shout out to AXPR, my man. Hey, it's going to... once you think you got it, then you got to get it again. I miss most streams, but I do talk when I show up, man. You're such a fool, man. Shout out to Preston Collins. And that's why we had to remove... Oh, man. What up, Cali? Shout out to Cali. Look at all the love coming at you. Cali Crop Talk, whoop, whoop. Wow. Yo to you. It's funny. So let's jump into the dollar index. So right now, that is bullish for the S&P, which is bullish for Bitcoin. I'm seeing hidden bullish divergence with an oversold stochastic. 90% of the time, we make a high higher than the previous high, just like we saw in Ethereum short. And the E short maybe kind of falling off. Honestly, there's resistance here. Remember, I may put out a call or just a short to look at, but if we don't break resistance, then it doesn't matter. Like, if Bitcoin can't go lower than 19,900, then the short's not playing out. You know what I mean? A lot of talk about LUNC. Everyone's all over LUNC, and BitGet is getting big. Let's take a look at LUNC on KuCoin. Wow, pumping hard to the upside. And look, we put it out yesterday, 2 days ago, and look at this thing now up. Wow. Shout out to anybody that took the gains, 92% gains. I made another flag, said this thing could probably continue, and it did. LUNC. So if you're in my trading group, you were privy to one of the biggest pumps in the game because they started staking again. So people bought it and started to stake. People don't care. They really don't. They got beat so bad, they're just like, you know what? Why not? You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy if you think about it. It's like, I got bit by the dog. I'll put my hand in his hand. I'll put my finger in his hand again, you know? But wow. I mean, Lunacy, we went over it on the live stream. I made this little flag here, and it would pump for a little bit of gains there, up 27%. That was just the beginning. This thing would then continue to be a monster, up 92% gains out of Lunacy. Unbelievable. All right, I'm breaking down. I think I need a peek at the stream. I need a peek. Because it's just, you know what, it's an impromptu stream. So I had to peek. 452 people, 300 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate that. It would be the nicest thing you could do. Helping somebody else learn about the candle closing, what's going on. I put Big Head email to my junk folder. No one needs 12 plus emails a day. Lifers, smash that like, man. You're funny, man. You're so funny. Toquan rubbing his hands together. You got, yeah. So Lunacy continuing to pump. I mean, I would be taking profits out of that. That's a straight line oversold on the 4-hour time frame, away from the 21-day moving average. When price gets away from the 21, it's likely to start. Oof. But you never know. You never know. You flag this thing out and see where it could go. There's some hype in the staking. Could pump it. It could continue. It's getting out of control. You never know. So you have Lunacy, and what pumps with Lunacy, right, is USDT or USD, USTC, USDT, Terra Classic, right? And I mean, it got a nice pump, if you can see right out of this. You can see it got a beautiful pump, you know. So you can watch that puppy dance. You know what I mean? Boom. I wouldn't chase it, but you know, it's at, let's take a look at it on the daily. We had a fib drawn on this. We were just watching it over and over again for eventually some type of retracement. Daily's getting high and not above resistance though. Like, you'd like to see it bounce and break, like, for me to really want to trade it in some type of trend, like up here, bounce, because that would confirm an uptrend, you know, for Lunacy. I'm going to do one of my fancy scans and see if I can find something nice. Something spicy. All right? Something spicy. Or something that just looks like I would take a sniff. You know? Interesting. I got something on my radar here. I used to trade this coin all the time. Banned protocol. All right? Fell out of this wedge to the downside. Banned. A little too high on the daily. Has some momentum. Nah, 4-hour wants to come down on you. This used to be the coin of coins too. I mean, if Bitcoin breaks out of its flag, Band will break out of the flag, I guess, to the upside. The 1 hour looks like it could make some gains. The way it's looking, you know, like it wants to pump. But it's, you know, 8%, really not worth it to me. Maybe it's worth it to you. Band protocol. And again, you can see I was just following Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. Like, every coin is just in this bit of a somewhat of a divergence there too, though. And even right there to the upside, where that goes down. Huh. Just something I'm thinking about. Not amazing, though. I've seen better. I've seen way better. You know what I mean? It's not that good. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. This coin looks like it's hot. I mean, look at that little tight little... Look at that. That's tight. Terra. Again, though, the 4 hours is not in your favor like most of the market, you know? So we'd have to just get that flip and, like, kind of stay riding. We are at some kind of resistance. There's a giant double bottom there. But it's high risk. Daily still has momentum though, so it could still bend the 4 hour, you know, but everything is high risk because it's all depending on BTC. BTC makes that move, Terra makes a move possibly. And for 5%, kind of not worth it for me, you know what I mean? But it's all right. Brother, how high do you think Bitcoin can go before it dips again? I don't know, man. We're going to take it one day at a time. Dollar just made a local top and making a bull flag. As soon as it starts cooling off, the market started pumping. Small window of profits before the DXY breaks. SNX higher time frames are ready. You and me both, CNC Ireland. One in Bond, maybe. Let's take a look at one. Let's take a look at Bond. Shout out to Laura Marshall in the house. Shout out to Prue Prue. DXY on a tear. Really? 110 soon gone. Yikes. Really? That wouldn't be good for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, right? So remember, we traded Bond for massive gains, and then we just like never kind of talked about it again. And it kind of went slowly to the wayside. Let's take a look at Bond here on a fib. Hanging out at the 886. I mean, that's about the lowest something can go. It's beat to the ground. Let's look at it on the daily. To me, it's kind of like a meme. Like, I don't even know what it did. It was like, it's like it was used and abused. Tight moving averages now. Chance you could start to break out here on the daily. Yeah, you're at the 886, 786 fib. I mean, that's a very low retracement. Waited it out. Lack of sell pressure here. Possible pump. Falling volume with falling price. Could get a move to the upside. Do you have real strong divergence? Slight, not really though. Nothing like to write home about. 3-day charts beat to the ground. 4-day chart. Weekly could have a little flip for you. 1 hour has momentum. I don't know. I'll tell you what. You know what I do about stuff like this? I shelf it. And I'll be like, you know what? Get above here, make a flag or a falling wedge or something, and I'll trade that or that. You know what I mean? I just, to me, it's just a little sketch. Take a look at Harmony 1. And I got 3 ready to go, but I'm keeping them for the traders in my trading group right now. I'm not letting them out the bag on the night stream. 1 looks a little promising. Sorry, Miss Marshall, I am for real. So, that's an inside joke, I guess, now. So check this out, right? I'm short Matic at 83 cents. One of the few that pumped. Am I smart or not? Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to the Blessed Auto Group. I'll take a look, man. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and just forget me in general. Never listen to what someone else tells you to do, or YouTuber. Nonetheless, radio host, I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? Follow your heart, follow your soul, go after your, and if you don't have an understanding, then get educated. And if you don't know how to get educated, then you're in for some pain, and if that's the way you want to live it, then you're going to go down that road. You know what I mean? It's like driving without understanding the signs on the road. You know what I mean? So one could make a bit of a move here, but again, look, I bet the 1 hour is not. Yeah, the 4 hours like just. So, and again, it's not the worst. 4 hour could come and bounce here, but it would have to flip right now. So this 1 hour kind of almost has to play out for the whole market in order for this to really achieve its goal, right? So you're kind of high risk, high reward here for one. And to only make 12%, to me, it's like I might just wait for the market to find some rhythm first here. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind watching this 4 hour just reset on the market first before I get into anything. It's just the safest way. Or to keep the shorts open until I don't have to anymore, Yeah, I've been looking at the 4 hour stochastics on a bunch of different 3S tokens. You know what I mean? For sure. We had momentum here, and look, we did break up. We have momentum, but it's like that's a big amount of movement on the Stokes to not really get a lot of push up and to really stay below resistance. So there's a chance these roll over. There's also strong bearish divergence, as I talked about on all the shorts. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. See? So 4-hour Bitcoin, Dragonfly, Doji. Yeah. Let's take a look at the DXY. So here we go. And this is kind of where our fate stands as traders of Bitcoin. Either we get to short all the 3S tokens if this gets above, you know. Bond definitely has a diamond reversal pattern. Look to it. I guess it does. I mean, I don't know. Even if it did, I mean, it's not my, you know. And again, it could pump tonight. Who knows? It's just not my. It's not my cup of tea, baby. You know what I'm saying? So look, the 4-hour here is oversold, wanting to pump to the upside. Here's one to pump. All this wants to pump up. It's very beat to the ground. It's interesting. Okay. But you double topped here with bearish divergence, and you have bearish divergence here too, on the daily time frame. And the daily is very oversold and pointing to the downside. So you know, resistance. So my man says we're flying all the way up to whatever, and maybe we will. But right now, like, we can't get out of my green zone. So until the dollar can get above the green zone, it's bullish or sideways for Bitcoin. And you can just see the sideways pattern we're in the whole world market. It's like everything is in limbo. The dollar's in limbo. Bitcoin's in limbo. Seems like the whole world market is sitting in limbo. It's quite interesting to me. Check out gold doing an interesting dump. Looking like it might break that support at 1680. Or maybe they're preparing it for a pump, perhaps. No, I was looking at gold recently and it looked like it was going to dump. Right? And why do we say that? I believe it was, let me take a look. The 4 hours overbought. 4 hours getting high. It couldn't get above a resistance. See this? Wasn't this giant cup from like 2020. But it did double top up there. You see that? Could still be in a handle. But slight double bottom. It's at the bottom of the channel. It's oversold in the daily. 4 hour. You want to look at the weekly. See, the weekly was what worried me when I looked at gold recently. See that? Pushing down. And so to me, like, I was like, wow. And so we said the weekly, you might see gold at 1500. I mean, can it go all the way back to this trend line? It's interesting. $22 hours extremely low at 17. You're looking for that support double bottom there for gold. To me, it's very irrelevant though. Doesn't matter, you know. So the ES1 is looking for a bounce tomorrow. We've gone over that. That's bullish for Bitcoin already off the bat. So it's looking like the world markets will take a bounce. All right. Let's take a look at the futures. We have the fear and greed index as well, and we'll see what's going on here. Dow futures. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you. 474 people on the impromptu live stream. Now we have more people than on the scheduled stream when I just show up out of nowhere on the monthly candle close. I think a lot of people didn't know we were live. They're going to be like, what? As futures are down hard, but they could get a bit of a bounce depending on, you know, but right now they are down hard. Okay? From where we stand. I very rarely miss your streams. I don't post or comment much, but I'm here every day soaking everything up I can. I'm very grateful for your work. 99. Shout out to Jason for the $5 super chat. And today is the day for all the people that come out the woodwork that normally don't. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the love. That's very nice of you, Jason. Appreciate you. The screenshot burps the RAM. It does though, right? It really does though. It's so funny you said that. You know what I mean? Okay. I'll tell you what, it's not easy going out working every single day of my life. You know what? But I know one day all of you will take care of me. When I'm old and my knees hurt, my back's hurt, and you're all loaded and rich, and I can't see anymore. And even though I made all this money, I won't be able to spend it because I'll be so beat up that it won't matter. You know what I mean? But I just hope that some of you are there to take care of me. What up with the 34K, baby? Check the liquidations heat map. If the market maker moves price up, he can get the shorts and then come back down for the longs. Yeah, anyone know? This is really strange too. Shout out to the 500 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We go over Bitcoin in the monthly candle close every single month. I go over Bitcoin in the weekly candle close every single week on Sunday night. All right. So I'm always here giving you the information you need no matter what. Today's a double stream for the live. Coming at you hard. Appreciate you all for coming on into the live. And I greatly appreciate you all for being here. It means the world to me that you would spend your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. And that is your time. All right. Thank you so much. All right. And my last call was to short the market just because Bitcoin just can't seem to get above the zone. We could get a short squeeze. Anything is possible, but there's not even a lot of liquidity on BOOKMAP. You can see it's kind of spaced out. We have 20,800, 20,006. We have some more liquidity up here than we do down there. It could squeeze us up there, but it's just light. It's more closer to the 24 or 20,005, right? And then we have some, so it's very light. Really not giving us any sign of strong liquidity. A little more up here, but not that much. It's light tonight, you know. Everyone spank the like button, said Cyberpunk Monkey. Cyberpunk Money. Ooh. My back hurts from carrying the price action all day long. I'll be there pushing you in a wheelchair, but it might be from my wheelchair pulling you with a rope because I'm only 5 years younger than you, man. 2017 levels violated. Bear. Trying to send a super chat keeps failing. We'll try again. More like a pinch than a squeeze. Double stream and even a class in between. You are fired. You are fire, and we are really grateful for you, man. God bless you. Shout out to Lakochi Coker. Lakochi Coker, thank you. Yeah, we also taught class today. 3-hour class. In depth. No. We don't stop till I lose my voice or pass away. It is what it is. You know. Dedicated to the craft, dedicated to the love, dedicated to the dream. And I won't stop until we get somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm nowhere yet. You know? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here and really supporting me. You have no idea how much it means. At the end of every month, I look back on that month and see what happened. Let's take a look at the gains of the month for the monthly candle close. Let's do it as a team. I didn't even check it. It got tough towards the end. You know it and I know it. We all know it. But let's take a look at how we did for the month of August. Let's relive the month of August. What a month it was. All right. Okay, so we'll start here with August 1st. We started trading Bitcoin 3L. 5 days later, that thing hit without hitting a stop loss off Fibonacci levels for 43%. We found Woo on the 24th of July. That would come into play with 34%. It would take a while, though, but it would happen about 12 days later on August 6th. We found Rose on August 5th. The next day, it would go up 10% out of the flag. Rose was the trade of the night, if you remember that trade. I do now. August 1st. And 5 days later, FitFi would bounce beautifully out of the channel. We talked about setting alert for a move. It would bang, bang, bang. AVAX 3L for 60% massive gains. We posted in this nice, beautiful channel. It would break out. The day, and you can say I gave this trade of the day on Friday. Notice many of the trades have been hitting lately. Bang, bang, bang. We had some fun at the beginning of August. XHV hit for 27% out the flag. Okay. LYM was moving. ACA put out in this tight channel. It would break out for 33%, never hit the stop loss from August 3rd to the 7th. AVAX 3L on the 4th of August would bang 3 days later for 60%. IDEA was put out on the 6th of August. It would bang on the 7th for 90%. Bang, bang, bang. GMT3L would bang for 30%. Zcash would bang for 17%. MTV for 26% from the 24th to the 8th. August 4th to the 8th, 55 for Blocktopia. You can't send a super chat with a VPN on DGens. Shout out to Big Irish 73. Cake USDT hit for gains for 13% from the 5th to the 8th, right? Casper from the 8th to the 8th, 17%. KP3R for 21. None of these hit the stop loss. They were beautiful channels that broke up. You should backtest all of these. Go back to the date, redraw the pattern, watch how they played out, and retest every one of these. You could teach yourself exactly how to trade. ARX, up 61% gains. Flux, when we first started getting back into Flux on the 4th of August, bang, bang, bang for gains, 30%. DFNY bang for 111. AVAX again for another quick 8, and AVAX 3L would have gave you more. Aurora, remember these trades looked identical, posted them that night, and they both pumped. I remember that night, my double A's. Swing B would hit for 41% there. The rest of the time, it would be annoying. 7% to the 10th, 33% for UFO. Phantom 3L for 20% gains out of that beautiful ascending triangle. AR3X again, when a tight channel, would break out for 20. UOS would break out for gains. Seller for 32. ERG would make this beautiful move out of the channel to the upside. We saw this inverted head and shoulder, cup and handle. Injective protocol, cup and handle blasted for 81%. T-Fuel blasted for 55. Inverted head and shoulder inside of the ascending triangle. Velo would bang out of the little flag. HTR for the 12th to the 13th. Matic 3L from the 32% gains from the 10th to the 13th. August 6th to the 13th. FKX, which is Fort Knoxter, 55. UFO for 77. Flux would bang on them. Sol would boom for 49% out of a little kind of cup handle action. Centrifuge CFG on the 7th to the 13th. Flag there would never actually get stopped out and pump for 38. Lit would pump from the 23rd to the 13th. Take forever, but eventually would pump. Gamey, out of this nice little channel, would pump. Enicum, which was posted beautifully by my elite out of the falling wedge, boomed up for 81. HTR by my elite, Rainier, for 12%. Opal by the elite for 54, and he continued to carry it all the way. Injective out of the wedge, up. LMR out of this little tight ascending triangle for 30. AVAX 3L out of the wedge for 36. WOM out of the wedge for 178. I mean, this is all my elite group too. What? Not even me. This is my elite group. People that have been trained by me. Go for 30%. Seller for 32. And look, we're all up in August 14th here. Like, this is insane. JSMY for 3L from the 12th. These are all posted here in the channel. PBR made this beautiful move for 32%. GMT3L again for 32%. We traded that a lot. Ethos got tight for 28, 23. AFK for my team, 108. The big gains out of my big elite. Melos, 35 out of the elite. 17 out of the elite. Not even me. Spell, I put in a nice tight channel for 36. EOS 3L, I started looking at it for whatever reason. It banged out of a cup and handle for 128%. There we are again with Enicum, ENQ for 47. Bitcoin 3L, and you can see you can just start to learning what coins to kind of go back and forth. ABBC was a beautiful trade. Beautiful tight channel, went up 80% when the whole market was whack. And now we're getting kind of into 2 weeks ago, right? And this is crazy. PBR kept moving, just kept going. $100 super chats. My man said he made 5 racks on SNX. Andrew Simone, thank you, man. Spell hit for another one. Phantom 3L. And then the market would slow down end of August, right? Flux, but we stayed with Flux for massive gains, 20%. Love we put out and nailed it. I remember that morning. Woke up to love gains. Love and gains that morning, right? And just things just pumping. Shiba Inu, we nailed. Sol looked like it was tight and it pumped. Then it was time to short the market. We put on the short for ETH on the 25th. We nailed it for 40% gains. APL was the only thing I was looking at, 24%. Remember? A Huobi token because it looked strong and we saw it in the flag, 7% quick ones. FT banged on them, 67% gains. BROS was the latest one for 92 this morning, and Bitcoin 3S because we shorted the market. So, and here we are back at the end of the month. What an amazing month, man. Shout out to anyone that kicked it the whole month with me. And that's the damage we did in the trading group this month alone. And yes, there were some losses too. Just, we lost. But again, as I show people, say you traded this trade right here and you traded it 3 out of 10 times. Just using this as an example. And you did it with a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. So you lost it 7 times. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 5, that's like 10.5%. But you win 3, that's 15%. You'd still be up 4.5%. So like you would be up more even if you won 3 out of 10 trades. So you don't have to win every trade. You just have to cut off the losers and maintain the winners. And 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. If you win 5 out of 10, you'll change your life. You know what I mean? We're so glad we found your lifer community and feeling better. How long do you work in front of your computer while standing? All the time. Hours on end. All the time. I love doing it too. I have no problem. You know. So Bitcoin's getting extended on the 15-minute. 1 hour has some legs here, saying it could continue to pump with a double bottom here and getting tight in the channel. Just funny. So here's the deal. If Bitcoin can get a candle to close above 20,500, it can remain bullish. If it can't, short the market. You know what I mean? So. Okay. All right. Not a Rickroll. That was a great back look at the month and the gains you and the lifers obtained. Thank you. Win 3010. This is the most important thing. The core of the lifers trading and the strategy can be improved if you follow the trade. Yep. Shout out to Bartholomew Smurvington. You're so funny, man, right? When I just think about it in logic, like, it's just ridiculous, right? I love this group. You people are amazing. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate it. Again, though, the market is not ripe for gains. Everyone is scared watching where we're going. And don't force trades. You don't have to force a trade. You take it easy. You take it easy, huh? All right. You take it easy. One step at a time. I got a few trades we're looking at closely. Throw the bread every day, y'all. Throw that bread, man. Bartolomeo. Yeah, Bartholomew. August was a great month for the channel, period. Love seeing it grow. Shout out to Mel G. No, it was a big month. We had a lot of awesome growth. It was amazing. Shout out to anyone that helped us grow. Appreciate everybody that was there for us. Appreciate BitBoy, the Bit Squad, all the team, being on ATB. The whole thing was awesome. I greatly appreciate it. It was awesome. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Nothing to, to be sad about. Amazing month. So it's funny. Almost everything is in the same symmetrical triangle, like waiting for its fate. That's the thing about symmetrical triangles. It's the same on either end. You know what I mean? Whatever asset you're in, right? You get it? It's kind of funny, but like it is and it isn't in a way. It gives some more, it's harder to figure out what's going on because if you think about it, like the dollar index will be in the same pattern that Bitcoin's in. They're both in the same symmetrical triangle. That could break up or down either way. It's all about the 4 hour to me when you're in a symmetrical triangle, and the upper hand goes to the dollar index right now. You see, with the push up. That's why the shorts to me looked more scrumptious, but they kind of already got a move and didn't give much love. That's what's interesting to me. So Tether dominance wants to push to the upside. I'd love to just see a double top, but it still may want to make a little bit of a move here. Double top up here and bounce to the downside would be great for Tether dominance. But that's what we want. You know what I mean? That's what we're looking for. We look at Bitcoin dominance. All right. And if that wants to dump on the 4 hour, still has some momentum. But eventually it's going to get pretty high and span. What we want to do is see if it can do a bearish retest. It's been trending to the downside, which has been good for the altcoins, honestly. Look how low it is, down to 40. Pretty weird, right? But it could save the altcoins, and Ethereum's move could save the altcoins. Ethereum's proof of stake, get people excited, get some movement back in the market, right? You got layer ones, layer twos getting some movement. They'll pump with Ethereum. That could bring back smaller cap gems. Then you got ecosystems. Talk of Luna staking back in the game. It's just interesting, right? Like a little bit of DeFi sprinkled on, and we have ourselves a little bit of a slow, like bear market rally. It doesn't have to be amazing, just enough to pull gains. All we need is the 4 hour to get excited. We don't need much more. You know what I mean? We don't need much more. Just for the 4 hour to get excited and to keep it moving. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Shout out to all my lifers kicking it with me as we go into September and the month changes. Summer ends and we go into school time. Kids are back to school. Feels like real life. The summer doesn't feel like real life, right? This is going to feel like real life again, So Bitcoin dominance. Struggling on the 4 hour could come up a little more, but then what, right? Heading down on the daily, though, with revenge, might want to bounce back to the upside. So we'll see what the 4 hour can do, right? About to get extended, maybe just kind of come up, go sideways one more time. I'd like to see if it doesn't go lower than 40. 39,999 is like its line in the sand there. That breaks, all coins are going to be fun to get, either that or the whole market just dumping to the downside horribly, which could also be the case. Thanks for your perspective and everything you do, Lifer. Anytime, man, anytime. Shout out to Joe Bossivus Bullinger. Yeah, summer ending is always sad for me. I stared off into space today and thought about the end of summer and was like, really? But why, Just like a little kid. So we've talked about this on the stream yesterday and today. The bulls must break back above 975 billion to remain bullish. That's our line in the sand. Resistance, resistance. If you can't get above the resistance, you're cooked. So it comes right now to this 1 hour. Doing this shoulder, head and a shoulder. Can we break above it? If this happens tonight and we get somewhere up in here and we get a 4 hour or a daily candle closing, we can't get a daily anymore, but a 4 hour candle closing above 975, this will be really bullish for Bitcoin. All right. You're a YouTube legend and a crypto genius. Shout out to the future of gaming, man. I love you for saying that. Don't blow my head up any more than it needs to, though. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I love it. Simply too hot these days. Shout out to Anku Kutsi Butsu. We want more cheap Bitcoin. Who doesn't, though? Who doesn't? I do. Who wants cheaper Bitcoin on the low? Who wants Bitcoin on the lows? Please give it to me. And I'll show you how I accumulate Bitcoin. I use the Fear and Greed Index. When this gets into the teens, 9, 10, 11, and 12, baby, it's beautiful. Ooh, baby, I like it low. Ooh, baby, I like it low. Ooh, baby, I like it low. I want the price low for Bitcoin, as low as humanly possible. Break it down, baby. Break it down, down, down. Again, join the 99 and get educated any day of the week, baby. We're here for you. Automated Me6 link gets you into the group as soon as humanly possible. All right. You don't even have to think. We have it ready. We're professionals here. All right. We know how to run a Discord. We know how to run a group. We know how to keep you going. All right. Like right here. Look, I'm going to pin the message here, but if you need to get into the group immediately, if you are just, you can't breathe until you're in the group. I get it. I understand. I have pinned it here in the comment section up there. Just hit that link. You will be on your way to becoming a lifer immediately. It can happen like this. Don't worry. It won't hurt. All right. It's even worse. It's not that bad. It's going to be a massive short squeeze if it does break. Cancel my Sling and Prime. There's my 99. There you go, man. Try it for a month or two. See what happens. You might just get the garbage out of your life and bring in the goodness. You know what I mean? So we're going to watch the S&P tomorrow. It's suggesting we will get a bounce. Remember that, everybody. Write that down. Put that in your ledger. Oversold in multiple time frames. 1 hour, 4 hour, daily. Hidden bullish divergence. S&P could get a bounce. How high is the question? And again, we got to get above 4,000 to remain bullish. So that's going to be our line in the sand. All right. But it does suggest we may get a bit of a bounce here. All right. Join the 99. It would be the best thing you ever did. Shout out to Big Wig Energy, man. I read your testimonial at the end of the stream yesterday or today. It feels like yesterday. Amazing. It was amazing. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And of course, what time it is? 10:33 when I check the time on the 33. On the 33. So we desperately want to bounce on the S&P 500. That suggests that Bitcoin can't go much lower because the S&P is cooked. You know what I mean? Which gives you some hope that this might pounce. So right now, you wait for the 50-minute to come on back down to the bottom of the pattern. It's likely this 50-minute comes on down here. And then your 1 hour is still going to be flipping. Can you break out? So as I said before, there's nothing really you need to do. I would open up a short right now with a stop loss like somewhere at 20,860. All right? That's exactly what I would do. And if Bitcoin can't get a candle to close above 20,500, remain bearish. It's so simple. You can even open up a short with a stop loss at 21,000. And just, and if as we continue to low, go lower. That way, if we get a Hail Mary push up on the 1 hour, it'll just be a quick push up, probably come back down. So they may do this. They may induce the longs, as my man Danny says, by coming up here, rejection, and then throwing us back down. That 4 hours looming. And And yes, I've seen them pin the 4 hour and continue to pin us, so it can happen. We could pump on this. And that's why I'm watching the 1 hour closely. All right. So, in my opinion, no one knows what to do. But I'm already, I've been short since 21,800. So really, there's really no reason. Took profit to 19.5 though. I mean, I don't see no why not. So now it's like, do you want to, I actually said too, there's no reason to close the short, but I'm a bit of a Sally and I can't hang out that long. So I like to take my profits. But honestly, this short really still really remain in profit, right? I'm a swing bagger though. I like to bag my swings. Induce the longs. Exactly. Futures crushed though. Look out for an email, fam. Hope to do this for the community. Okay, cool, man. Shout out to Cali Crop Doc, man. Thank you for saying that. Can you open a short with 3 commas? Yes, you can. We trade 3S tokens. BTC 3S on KuCoin. And you can also trade perp, So you're basically trading that this is going to break to the upside and that Bitcoin's is going to break to the downside. And you're trading the 4 hour, see? So you're trading that the Bitcoin short on the 4 hour will pump to the upside. See? And you can get 22, possibly even more. So I'm short on the 4 hour time frame because my oscillators are telling me that's the most highly likely scenario. You see? So I'm sticking short for the trading group. I'm calling short tonight. And again, I'll wake up tomorrow and be one of the squeezed and be like, oh, well, it is what it is. I'd rather be one of the squeezed than go against my trading style. You get what I'm saying? My trading style says that I should stay short. And it's so accurate. It's the one that's been usually pretty right every time we go by it. So I'm going to stick with it and go for it. You do whatever makes you happy. But to me, the short is the most probable play in the market here on the 4 hour time frame. Lifer, how do you feel about scalps with high leverage? If you have a super high success rate with good risk management. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not what I do. So I can't feel about something I don't do. How do you feel about it is the question. If I felt great about it, would it matter? You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't feel good about it, would it matter? It's about how you feel about it, in all honesty. And I'm not trying to put you on your question. It's a great question. I get what you're saying, but I'm also being serious about this. I give people answers that they normally don't think about. They're like, you know what? That's a good answer, though. What do I care what you think about it? It's how I think about it. Thanks, Lifer. You know what? Sometimes that's the best answer you can give someone, the answer that you're not sure that they want to receive. I can't tell you how many times I said an answer and I thought maybe it wasn't the best answer, but the person looked at me and was like, you know what? Thank you so much. Like, that was awesome. And I'm like, wow, I guess like some people would have slapped me in the face. That guy was really happy about that, So like, I'm honest. And if honesty works, then so be it, Is there not a rather significant bullish divergence on the 4 hour for Bitcoin? For Bitcoin? Yes, right here. But it already kind of played out for me. And you're getting overbought and you must get above resistance. So yes, but I mean, you didn't get a candle. Look, listen. We were up here and I said, man, if you don't get a candle close about 21,800 shorts, a sucker, right? And we didn't get it. And we were done. Right here, 21,008, right? So it's the same scenario here. 21,300 is a really bad resistance. My Discord number is 3089. If it's not 3089, it ain't me, man. It ain't me. Let's take a look at Spell for Prue. Spell on Binance. Isn't Spell on KuCoin too as well, though? Spell token. There you go. A little bit of Spell token. So it wanted to make a move to the upside, a little bit of a hot move, but then it got oversold in the stochastics and it lost its sauce. It lost its sauce. Right? So let's take a look here. I would take a fib from here. That to me is really the move up that we had, right? And to me it's on the 618 now, which is interesting. So that's got me perked up a little bit. Got me, feeling like a little puppy, a spring chicken, thinking there might be some action here. 4 hour wants to push to the upside. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame also looking with momentum. Daily also spent. Spell looking like it may make some gains. Interesting enough, You are picking up what we're putting down, and I love it. I love it. I should have known. The intellect is high. Wiggled your way into the Blue Crew very fast. Fastest Blue Crew winner in the game. You know, but you showered me with amazing compliments. So, you know, it's like, hey. So look at this spell, right? In a falling wedge, wanting to bang out on the daily time frame. Now, it could go lower and come on down and test this support region, but it's trying to hang out right here because you have this little notch right here where we have resistance. It's attempting to use that. Spell is now on my radar. And honestly, Spell has its own little ecosystem. It gets people excited. I wouldn't be surprised if Spell just did its own thing. 618 Fibonacci could go a little lower. Watch it closely, but it's oversold on the daily. It's coming down back on the 4 hour. It looks ready to go with momentum on the 1 hour. 15 minutes not in the perfect place, but it could just go sideways. You know what? And it depends. If Bitcoin dumps, then this thing might just dump or go sideways too. But there's some love in the air here for Spell. All right. So I appreciate you for putting Spell on the radar because Spell doesn't look too shabby. Spell. And think about it. You might be at home right now, not able to watch the live stream. You might be out with someone at dinner. But when you go to the bathroom to check the Discord, because you're going to get Spell in your hand. You're going to be like, wow. You might be like, wow, that's pretty nice. Four-hour and daily are oversold. It has some signs of life here with the Fibonacci, the pullback, and it's touching tight moving averages with the 200-day moving average. Has a lot going for it. I like the stop loss area too. There's some meat and potatoes on the plate here. There's some meat and potatoes on the plate for sure. 4 on the daily are oversold. 1 hour has momentum. Interesting. Spellbound, baby, spellbound. Shout out to my team. Appreciate everyone for jumping on into the live. What about Burger? Let's take a look at Burger. Is it time to have a burger? And, you know, my Burger's close to my heart. You know what I'm saying? So, look, I've been watching Burger for a while now. And I have my green support zone, and it's been just sitting there. Interesting for days. Look at that. Does want to break out. Oversold in the 4 hour. Came up on the daily, but with no momentum. That kind of worries me that there's just lack of liquidity here. Could get a bounce, but that's a little worrisome to me for Burger, right? So, and the 1 hour is a little spent too. I'd wait for the 1 hour to come on down. It could pump. It's just not my cup of tea. Sorry to speak. Sorry, you know. Yeah. I remember when Phantom was at $2. Times were good, man. Life was beautiful. I remember when it was at $1.50. It wasn't that bad, you know. I want to take a look at KuCoin shares. They're one of my favorite coins to trade on and off depending. So you can see they're kind of holding this trend line. And we want to see if they can hold that and bounce back to the upside here. KuCoin shares. I got into KuCoin shares at $1 when they first came out. And I sold them at $17.78 in the bull market. And honestly, you never know what's going to happen. But that's like, after I sold it, it played games for months and went up to 18, 19, 20s. There was times where I felt like it was a bad look, but you never, you know. I mean, look, it could just accumulate and then continue all the way to $50. I believe KuCoin shares is a great long-term investment. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor, but KuCoin shares to me, beautiful long-term investment. Can't go wrong. Weekly is getting kind of spent to the down. It's showing you that the weekly, maybe it's time to start accumulating KuCoin shares, in my humble opinion. You do whatever makes you happy. When whales start pushing Bitcoin to the all-time high, November, maybe. When will whales? I don't know, man. I don't. Honestly, I take it one step at a time. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not a bear boy. I'm not telling you Bitcoin's going to 100K. I'm not telling you Bitcoin's doing anything. Is AAVE3L like it's going to pump to you? It wouldn't make sense. I guarantee without even looking at it, AAVE3L is overbought on the 4 hour time frame and likely to dump. So I don't even need to look at it. But I mean, the 4 hours pushing down with momentum. Let's take a look here. This thing is on the ground too. you know. Off to overnight, time to work for 8 straight hours. I bought 100 AVAX at $20. Am I going to burn in crypto? Hell. Probably. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen to you, man. Like, I mean, that's up to you. If you believe in yourself, then nothing's going to happen to you. So look, AVAX 3L, rising wedge, broke down out of the rising wedge, right? We wanted that parabola. Could it break out of the parabola? No. Bitcoin ended the game. You know, you never know. If Bitcoin could have continued out the parabola, that thing would have made it. But Bitcoin, you know, once we didn't, we didn't. Now you take a look at this giant double bottom possible. You do see some bullish divergence here on the 4 hour. I guess you could almost say here you broke out and broke back in that inside the pattern. It's getting oversold, and it just depends on Bitcoin, you know. Interesting. It could pump on the 1 hour. Daily has momentum. 22 hours a little high, 12 hours high. 4 hours still has downward pressure. So like until the 4 hour flips, like that, there could be a lot more downside out of this. I would like to at least get down at the bottom of the pattern, you know, somewhere here in a bounce. It is looking somewhat bullish to me though, even though I didn't think it would. So the TA is hitting my bias, which is interesting. So. In the 99 membership, do you teach how to set up alerts in TradingView? Yes, we have multiple ideas where I show you exactly how I set up alerts, what I'm doing, and more, right? Let's take a look at AXPR from my man Billy. Thank you, Billy. AXPR on KuCoin for the BTC pair. And look, the last time we put this out, this thing nailed it for massive gains. Look, 150% gains out of AXPR. Look at that. Look at that on the Bitcoin. You put 1 Bitcoin in there, you end up with, you almost double you double and get a half a Bitcoin coming out of that. This thing banged on them. That's interesting. AXPR, the BTC pair. That's madness. Look at that trade. Monster trade. Anyway, it's in the past, right? Could it do it again on the 4 hour time frame? Let's take a look at the daily. Daily's a little overbought, see? So like I'd be wary of that. Yes, it is high though. Maybe it could double bottom. It is hitting the same resistance that it keeps going, right? It loves this area. Like it bounces off this liquidity zone. So you could take a shot, in my humble opinion. High risk. I mean, it just never seems to lose this zone though. So it's got super strong support here, which means the daily could easily get flipped by that 4 hour time frame. Four hours in a falling wedge with a little more room, but you know, we're starting to kind of fall off, you know, making the short seem like it may kind of simmer down. So falling wedge here. 1 hour does want to push to the upside. See, I'm getting mixed signals, and I'm just not getting the go-ahead by my system. It's not like, yes, you know, my system's my brain, I guess, whatever. But like, I'm not getting the full-blown, you know, I'm getting mixed signals. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to have some cojones on this one and really, really commit. And to me, I don't have it, you know. 1 hour may trade, first of all, on the way out, but gotta watch Bitcoin first. But this thing could pump on you, right? We'll probably look at it tomorrow up huge. It does have super resistance. It's at a falling wedge. You're bouncing up to the upside. 4 hours getting low. 1 hour's oversold. 15 minutes oversold, you know. Daily's oversold. 3 days oversold. Or the daily's a little high, actually. See? It's interesting. I don't know. I'd like that daily to come on down first, personally. But if I DC into this and was willing to hold it for a couple weeks, looks like it could pay off on the 3 day. Well, the 3 day looks beautiful. So, bigger time frame, which I haven't really wanted to play a 3 day trade recently, but this looks like it may pump some Bitcoin on the 3 day. It could easily lose this and dump to the downside. Anything is possible, but it's been like no one seems to want to lose that zone. It's interesting. It's very strong in that area. But there's my short playing out, you know. I'm calling short on it, Bitcoin, everybody. I'm out for the night. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. It does have a shoulder, head, and shoulder, though. Like, getting so many mixed signals for Bitcoin. At the end of the day, though, you didn't close a candle. See, that's what I do. Whenever all this, I call this minutia, you didn't close a candle above the area. You know what I mean? You didn't close a candle. You didn't close a candle above the spot. 20,300. You had to get a candle to close in the 4 hour. You couldn't. So to me, I'm bear city on you, Bitcoin, until you show me otherwise. So I'm doing the right thing. I'm playing the probability for the bear on the 4 hour to the downside. All right. 1 hour in indecisiveness, it could pump easily out of the zone. So if the 1 hour pumps, fine. I don't mind getting stopped out. I just need the candle better. We got to get a candle closing, 20,800, really 22K. It's really like when we can actually even, and even after that, it's really just kind of not that big of a deal. We broke through some big levels. We're going to have to break back through some other big levels for me to really, really believe in this rally, So I'm still short Bitcoin because we couldn't get above 20,300, hands down. And until we do that, I'm short. So I see no reason to close a short until the bulls show me otherwise. Maybe there's a short squeeze coming, and it's very possible. We'll take a look at BOOKMAP one more time. You got some liquidity for the squeeze, but you're kind of building them both here now. You got some even Stevens going on, so it doesn't show me like huge area we're going right for, Weekly looks like Brokeback Mountain, head and shoulders, LOL. LUNC going nuts. No, I mean, we already saw there was probably time to sell, but it could pump out of this it could pump out of this flag. It could make a flag and continue to pump. I don't chase stuff like that, and it doesn't get me too excited. If you didn't get in already and start to sell, it is what it is. Cryptolifer, Legend of TA, respect, brother. See you soon on the live. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Thank you for the super chats, $23.93. Thank you for the likes, 454 likes. I'll see you all tomorrow for Bitcoin and the weekly. No, it's just okay. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here for Bitcoin and the monthly candle close. And everybody, from my eyes to yours, I'm real as it is. I get tired. It's not easy. I go on and look at the charts till my eyes bleed. Until I get headaches sometimes. But when I read the testimonials, when I see how fast the channel grows, I'm willing to just keep going every single day. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. From my family to yours. Thank you. Have a great night. Be safe. Crypto is life.
Better than